Aloha, this is Skye with Feminist News Network, the feminist news that's right for you, in the Rainbow Room. Oh yeah. Today I would like to talk about a very serious thing, and I want to get straight to it. An 11-year-old girl in Cincinnati, Ohio, has been tased for supposedly shoplifting in a grocery store, and then was berated by the police officer that apprehended her. Now that officer, who is also African American like the 11-year-old child, that poor child, has been put under investigation and has been put on paid leave by the department chief, Isaacs. He is under 4 counts of breaking policy rules and will be put into an investigation, and there's a hearing coming up. Now, I heard about this on Democracy Now! And it blew my mind. I want to take a look at it, but we're going to break down what this police officer said because it was caught on body cam. Now, let's take a look at the first part of this. Okay.
Cincinnati Police Chief Isaacs said he's launched an internal review of an officer who used his taser weapon to electrocute an 11-year-old African-American girl for allegedly shoplifting from a supermarket. Body cam video released this week shows the immediate aftermath of the incident as Officer Kevin Brown, who's also African-American, scolds the girl, telling her this is why there aren't any grocery stores in the black community.
Sweetheart, the last thing I want to do is tase you like that.
Okay, let's stop right here. What he just said was a bunch of BS. Total. Full of sprinkles on it. Why? Because his ass should have been chasing and catching that little girl. First off, if you that much overweight where you can't run to try to get you an 11-year-old girl, you don't need to be on the force if you got a taser to catch her. That shows what type of officer you are. You're a lazy cop. This is why you're under internal investigation. See, that is wrong. And we need to have less of these kind of cops. And every black neighborhood has one. Oh yeah, you know who I'm talking about. That just like Jones, you got a Brown, you got a Johnson in every city. That's that black cop that hates other black cops. That is that sergeant from the Soldier Story that don't even like his own kind. And he's one of them. Yeah. I ain't gonna say that he's married to a white woman or something else, but you just kind of sense what's going on. Yeah, I went there. Because he is a true self-cultural hater. And we need to build up our black women. Build them up. Not bring them and tear them down. He should have grabbed the little girl, said, hold on. Let's listen to the rest of this.
When I say stop, you stop. You know you caught. Just stop. That hurt my heart to do that to you. Then I got to listen to all these idiots out here in the parking lot tell me how I was wrong for tasing you. You broke the law, and you fled.
Let's stop right there. And those people are idiots for calling who out? You out? Mr. Brown, Jones, whatever, who really is thinking about what this officer's name is, except for mud, for being caught for mistreating a young girl who they had to take Let's watch the rest. Let's watch the rest. Because they weren't idiots. They were the ones that were setting him straight, calling him out, letting him know what he was doing was wrong. And you know what, crowd? All right for you. You said it. You did what you had to do. You called out a bad cop, and that's how a crowd is supposed to do. Now, let's watch the rest.
As I tried to apprehend you. You know what, sweetheart? This is why there aren't any grocery stores in the black community, because of all this going on.
You see what I'm saying? Let me stop this right here before I show the rest of it. Now, this is why. The reason why there isn't a lot of grocery stores within the black community is maybe because it's systemically held down by racist corporations, and that doesn't allow them to even have and sustain their own businesses because they will be unwilling to give them the loans, and if they had anything, you would try to burn it down. And anytime somebody tries to get ahead, you're trying to find a way to tax them and mistreat them. You don't give them good water in those districts. You plant their housing on top of lead fields, and pollution. You know, you don't even set it up for them to have grocery stores while this man is talking. He needs to, you know what? He needs a lesson on being black, because obviously he doesn't know where he's at. Let's watch the rest.
Another portion of the video shows fire department medics wearing latex gloves as they pull taser barbs out of the flesh of the 11-year-old girl's back. Cincinnati's police chief says Officer Brown appears to have violated 4 department policies. He'll now face a pre-disciplinary hearing and will have the right to appeal any punishment.
Okay. Did you hear about the medics putting on the rubber gloves? Listening to that, it's just too much. This is why we need a change. This attack upon young women of color to bring them down, because they notice there's a growth in black women attorneys and politicians and the medical field. And you know what you're doing? You're holding back. You're trying to put a stop on the boom. But you can't stop what's booming, because you know what? It's too loud for you. And doing stuff like this shows that that black girl magic needs to work a little bit harder, because we got to stomp out all of these officers that are like this. And we know we need to do that. We know we need to stomp out more of these officers that bring down women. We need to stop more of these officers that are trying to put their foot on young black girls' culture. And instead of getting the little girl, talking to her, finding out what her situation was, he should have talked to the child, see what the child's situation was, and dealt with it from there, and care about the community that he's supposed to be upholding. Tell her, look, I'm going to help you this time, but from now on you need to come around and maybe get her to do a little work for you, and help tell others in the community what a good cop you... No, you want it to be a pure ass fool. And that isn't what we need. We need good cops. And I know you agree. And if you do, and you want to watch more stories like this that makes us aware of the degradation of the young black girls so we can put a stop to it, contact me. Let me know. At FeministNewsN@gmail.com. Don't forget to like my Facebook page and check out my YouTube channel. Yeah, where you can get exclusive videos like the lava crisis going on this weekend. Oh yeah. So, remember, I appreciate you watching. Thanks for joining. And let's do something about this. It's time for a young black girl magic movement. Contact me. Let's do this. Because black lives, brown lives, and all lives that are female and young do matter. Thanks for watching. Peace.